ourselves to the agenda on the table. If we need to discuss about other important matters, which are many in our region, in SADC, in Africa, we should have that as a separate issue. And then let's list all those issues that we consider important in SADC, in Africa. Then that's a totally different item. But the item we have here is talking about an emergency item to be included in this particular session that we are going through. Now, I can see where we are actually moving right now, but in terms of the rules, and somebody had mentioned that they are not lawyers, so they don't know whether they would fit or not. But when you talk about a request for the inclusion of an emergency item, must relate to a recent major situation. The matter about the war in Ukraine and Russia, and whatever the outcomes may be, was discussed in Indonesia, I think, for those who were there. And the resolution was adopted there and then. And I am not sure we would want to say there's an emergency over something and then we are procrastinating what is going to happen, and that it fits within these parameters of these rules. Because you're talking about must relate to a recent major situation. It's true, we are thinking about what is likely to happen in the future. But then, do we consider that as a recent major situation? Has it happened already and we want it to be addressed? Because no one is trying to downplay the importance of, keeping the world safe. Nobody wants to be killed in a war. Nobody wants the World War III. And all these that are being done, we are all worried. But the issue is, according to these rules, why don't we separate them? On the issue of emergency, let's look for something if we have it. If we don't, let's discuss about important matters that a SADC we consider important. But that can't fall under this particular item we are discussing right here. Because the item is considering different things. And here we want to discuss different things. We may agree, if time allows, let's add something else. You have here any other business, we can agree. On any other business, let's discuss all the issues that we consider important as a block. But then we can't be discussing about every other thing that we consider important under the emergency item. The rules are very clear. It has to be something recent, that is already there, or it's happening now, or it has just happened recently. But if we think we can use this item to lump in every other